Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Bite-Sized Barovia, a spoiler-free player's guide to the Curse of Strahd campaign. As always, it's my hope that you can use these videos as a refresher or even a primer for your own D&D campaign. But remember that your DM's word is law. It trumps anything we go over in these videos. So do check in with them for whatever aspects they may have added, subtracted, altered, or whatever for your specific retelling of the tale. Today, I hope to talk to you a bit about Vallaki, the town of Vallaki, where all will be well. Vallaki is a great place. It is in the center of Barovia, very central. All the roads kind of lead there. It's on the northern end, near the shores of Lake Zarovich, if that helps you orient yourself, if you're familiar with these areas. It is far away from the site of Castle Ravenloft, which is far off to the east, you'll remember. Around Vallaki is a 15-foot wall, big tall palisades with spikes and ropes in the whole 9 yards, guards that close the gates every night when the sun goes down and will not open them again until morning. So get in before dark and plan to stay the night. Vallaki is happy. People run around with a smile on their face, and it's just a bright little ray of sunshine. Well, slightly less bleak, gray, macabre, misty. There's no sun in Barovia. You get the idea. The town has festivals frequently and has a lot of just interesting things going on. Vallaki's big. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of people. There are so many names in Vallaki. So, take your notes out, write some stuff down, keep track as best you can. It's okay to lose track. I'm going to put a lot of the names up in here, and I'll be adding some images as well. So, we're going to start with Baron Vargas Vallakovich and his wife, Lady Lydia, I keep wanting to say lady, Lydia Petranova. Once again, naming in Barovia. It's a pain, right? So, Vargas Vallakovich and Lydia Petranova are married. They have different last names. Don't worry about it. This is common in Barovia. It's just how it happens, right? Additionally, an added level of complexity for us, Vargas Vallakovich is the burgomaster. He's like the mayor, but he is a baron. Baron Vargas Vallakovich, right? Not all burgomasters are barons. It's a different title, so don't let that confuse you. You'll remember that our burgomaster from Barovia Village was not a baron. He's just a burgomaster. I'll link that video here. I think I can do that, right? Bing. Let me know if that works. I don't know if that works. We're figuring this out, guys. The other major family in town is the Wachter family, led by Lady Fiona Wachter. There's where the lady comes in. These families have a lot going on that I'm not going to dive into here. If you want to embroil yourself in the political undercurrents of Vallaki, go for it. There's a lot to discover. Lots of little things beneath the surface, secrets to uncover. Everyone's interests are, not always aligned, and there's some real subtle things happening in Vallaki for you to find. The next place that I think that you are almost certain to visit, right, and probably going to visit first, is the Blue Water Inn. This is the place to go for a drink and a meal and a place to lay your head. It's run by, more names incoming, Erwin Martikov and his wife, Danica Dorokova. Once again, with the names, last names, Martikov, Dorokova. They are in fact married. Just she didn't take his last name when they got married. It happens in Barovia. So don't let it confuse you. You might meet other Martikovs around, or other Dorokovas around Barovia if you keep your eyes and ears open. So good names to write down. The Blue Water Inn is a place where you could run into anybody. You might find a bard working on their latest piece, or a couple of hunters in from a long day's work. You might find mercenaries willing to lend you arms for coin. You might find wealthy folks with pockets full of coin to spend. There will be fights and arguments and parties and celebrations, and you name it, it's happening at the Blue Water Inn. But things never really get too much out of hand. Erwin and Danica, remember, Erwin and Danica run the inn. They keep a pretty tight ship, and it's a nice, safe place to lay your head. Again, you can get a room here, and don't turn your nose up at this. Remember, as your characters are sure to know by this point, it's hard to find a safe place to sleep in Barovia. This is a dangerous land, man. So, Good spot to remember, the Blue Water Inn. The last major point that I'm going to bring up here is the Church of St. Andal, which is run by Father Lucian Petrovich. This church, if you'll remember, our church from Barovia village was pretty run down. This one is in much better shape. It is pristine and clean and nice, even has a couple of young folks running around, helping out, causing trouble, whatever. And there's a lot of little things happening at the church that might be worth checking in on. I think that churches and temples and things like that are a rather important feature of these Gothic horror campaigns. You're likely to need to visit them for one reason or another, right? In a land full of monsters and curses and magic and all of this. A little bit of power of the gods, as it would, a bit of divine power is always welcome if you can find it. So the Church of St. Andal's is a great spot to go looking for such things. Aside from that, there are 101,000 different little things for you to go and explore in Vallaki. We got toy makers, we got caravan wagons for the festival out by the stockyard out front. We've got a coffin maker, you name it, we've got it in Vallaki. Whatever you need, go find it. As players, I think you should consider Vallaki as sort of your safe zone, right? Don't feel like you have to kick over every rock the first day. Don't feel like you have to meet every name. Be merciful to your DM and don't make them remember every single name the first time you go visit. Do your best to hang in there. Your DM's doing their best too, but we're all people and it's a lot of names. You're going to come back to Vallaki. You will very likely want to come back to Vallaki many times. This is the point where you can stop and breathe, take a break, collect allies, collect equipment, collect information, get some leads toward the next thing you need to find on your journey. So if you're in a murder hobo campaign, if you're in a chaotic evil, destroy everything, pillage and plunder type campaign, I would encourage you to find a reason to spare Vallaki from your wrath, because I think that you can raise the place to the ground if you want, as you can do in any game, but you'd be missing out on a lot of what the city has to offer. There's a rich tapestry of things to find here. So the last point that I'm going to tag on Vallaki is that outside the gates to the west is a Vistani camp. I'm not going to dive deep into that right now. I think I'll do an entire video on the Vistani eventually. I just want to collect my thoughts for that because there's kind of a lot to that one. But yeah, there is a Vistani camp outside to the west, and they're not likely to be very welcome in Vallaki. So if you are in need of finding some Vistani, that's a good place to go find them. Otherwise, you've got the city to yourselves. So that's Vallaki. Under 10 minutes. I am on a roll. I hope you guys enjoy this. Remember, your DM will give you all of the specifics for your game. This is just a refresher on what's going to be helpful. If you're interested, my friends and I play every Saturday, almost every Saturday at 3. We stream live here on YouTube, so come and check it out. We're playing through our own take of the Curse of Strahd called The Secrets of Strahd. So you can see what sort of shenanigans we get up to over there and what we've changed and kept the same in our game. We've altered quite a bit, but a lot of it's still the same. Otherwise, leave me some comments down below about what sort of adventures you had in Vallaki, if I forgot anything important. And, as always, these videos are going to be spoiler free, but I cannot, make promises about the comment section. So as far as spoilers go, so venture forth at your own peril. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here. I'm so happy to have you guys here, and keep your wits about you on your own adventures through the mists.